Good morning, folks. Oh shit, good afternoon, should I say. Hope all is well with everybody. I want to talk about this Cleveland Indians thing real quick. So, today, as I've gotten up and since yesterday, since the news came out about the Cleveland Indians having their name change, I've been seeing this weird wrestling match going on with people. And the reason why I say it's a weird wrestling match is because I have to bring up some parallels. I have to bring up these parallels. I have to. And it's sad that I even have to keep repeating this, but this is a great opportunity to speak on the psychology of my people when it comes to names. So let's get a proper comprehension on where these names come from for these sports teams. See, what you have to understand about the colonizer is whenever he would conquer something, just like the colonizer does today, whenever he would hunt a deer, take the deer, he put the deer's head up on the wall. Same thing with us. He would conquer a people. He started getting into sports teams, and the people that he has conquered, he would name those teams after the people he conquered. So really, the name Cleveland Indians is really a proverbial equivalent of hunting a deer and putting his head, because you conquered it, on the wall. No difference to putting a lion's head on the wall, taking a lion's fur, making a carpet out of it. It is a symbol of winning, it is a symbol of conquering. That's what it is. So by me saying that, it should also be common sense that it means that Cleveland Indians was not a proper name. It was an offensive name. It was not a proper name because it goes back to conquering the original people of these lands. And it was a trophy name. Trophy wife, trophy name for colonizers. I need y'all to get that. Now that we got that, let's address the psychology of my people. The so-called black man and woman today, who, just like they're wrestling with this name change of the Cleveland Indians, they don't want to shed their improper names that have been placed on them after they've been conquered. What improper name am I talking about? Negro, black, colored, African American. If you go back and you do the history on it, these are all names that were placed on us by people who colonized us and conquered us. This is what I need y'all to get. These are names that were placed on people who conquered us. So when I wake up today and I see my people who are wrestling and arguing with the fact that this team, the owners of these teams, have finally decided to shed this offensive name that is a symbol of conquering and colonization, y'all still have a problem with it. Which also points out to the fact that y'all don't want to shed y'all slave names. The same level of what's the word I'm looking for? When you go back on things that, that feel good, reminiscent feelings that you have about the Cleveland Indian name, even though it's a terrible name, it's the same reminiscent feeling that you have about your blackness. You feel so good about your blackness, but you will totally ignore, and you know where the fuck it came from, but you will totally ignore the fact that it is a brand name that was placed on you by slaveholders. And you don't want to shed it. You don't want to let it go. The same way you don't want to let this Cleveland Indians name go because it was an improper name. You don't want to shed your slave names, but you get up every day and you talk about racism, slavery, about how nobody likes you. Racism, slavery, nobody likes me because of my skin name, but I still continue to bring over fucking names from slavery that should have stayed in slavery 200 fucking years ago. And I don't want to let it go. This is a problem. This is a major fucking issue, and this should be used as a reflective point in time for my people. Look at it. This should be looked at a reflective point in time. You are arguing about these people getting rid of an improper name that is symbolic of conquering and colonization, the same way that you argue with your brothers and sisters who come out and say that they're not black. See how they tried to make Waka Flocka look like a weirdo years ago, and they still got it going on now? They tried to make Waka Flocka look like a weirdo. I'm sure some of you have gone out of your way to try to make me look like a weirdo when I say that I'm not fucking black. You see? This is the same psychology. The psychology with the Cleveland Indian name change is the psychology with my people. You have an issue with getting rid of your slave names. You love being attached to the slavery. And if somebody tries to take these slave names from you, you fight to keep them. And that is a very sick psychology. And I hope that we use this opportunity to pay attention to what I just said, put some 2 and 2 together, and let's try to resolve this psychological issue that we're dealing with, because this is a sick in the head. This is a mental thing right here. When you don't want to shed the names that you know for a fact, and it's right there in the history books and the law books, when you don't want to shed those names that were placed on you from slave masters and slave holders, there's a psychological issue here. So I hope we use this opportunity to look at that, and let's try to resolve this so we can heal these next generations going down the line, because we're still doing slave shit. Simple as that. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Peace and love. I hope y'all have a great day. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep your head on a swivel, because somebody always willing to knock it.